everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have something that I want to share with you. I'm hoping this works. I saw it on Susanne Rose, I think it was, her channel. I'll leave a link if I remember. What I'm using is a tissue, like that you get in a box tissue, not toilet tissue, not kitchen paper, but and it's a Kleenex 2-ply tissue. If you'd got 3-ply, you'd get 3 sheets out of this, but I've only got these to hand. Now, what you need is fairly soft and ideally a bigger brush than what I've got here. Oops. But you can still hear me. My microphone dropped off. Ideally a bigger brush than this, but that's really all I've got. I've got a flat brush. I might resort to that. We'll see. And some watercolours. That's really all you need. Now, I'll show you one I made earlier in a minute, but for now, let me just take the lids off. I've got some liquid watercolours here, which I'm using, but any watercolours will do. Just not too heavy with the pigment. That's all. Just make sure you've got plenty of water with it, basically. Right, let's just wet my brush. See what we've got here. So I'm going for some yellow. Let's see if I can use a different brush, actually. This will be here all day. No, that won't fit in there, so it is going to have to be that, I think. Unless this will do. I'm going to hit the thingy, probably the camera, with this, if not. Anyway, I'm just going to put some colour. Now, if you'd made your watercolours up, that's fine. If you just use them from, I'll show you mine in a minute. But literally any watercolour will do. But I just thought I'd use these because they're all ready to go, and I don't have to put water on them and wait and everything. Anyway, I'm just putting down some. This is yellow. I'm sorry I haven't got a white background. I don't want to use my mat because you'll see why. I've got to leave this to dry, and I don't want to. I want to be able to use my glass mat. So once I've got this down on something, I can't use it. So it would be easy for you to see it, probably without the red background, but it is what it is. Right, I'm using orange now. You just got to leave that now. Now, I did one last night and left it overnight, and I'll show you what it looks like. But that is what it looks like at the moment. I don't think it's worth trying to move that. I was trying to get some of the wrinkles out. Maybe you can, look. Maybe we could just pull it about a little bit. But be careful because it is a tissue and it is, it's quite fragile. So anyway, I'm going to leave that to dry. And that literally took overnight for mine to dry. Just shove it over here. And you can see where I was working last night. Now, yesterday when I did it last night, I just used my ordinary watercolours. Well, not ordinary, but I decided that it was a bit of a waste using these on them in the end. I used a few metallic colours as well. So any watercolour you've got will do fine, and you can mix your colours up. And have dabs of different things. So this is what I've come back with. This is what it looks like overnight, and it's all dry, a bit wrinkly, but that's okay. And this one is 2-ply, so hopefully, if I get into it, if you've got a 3-ply tissue, you would hopefully get 3 layers to play with. So I'm going to pull that apart, and now I've got double the amount to play with. There we go. And I'm going to make with those, I think, some coin ATC 50p ATC coins and maybe some ATCs as well. And I will crack on with that. I'm just going to clean my board a bit and clean my brush, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I had a piece of A4 card, and I've cut, I think, 9 of the 50p ATC coins, and then I think there were 2, maybe 2 of, I don't know how many, maybe 2 or 3 ATC cards, and I'd got a scrap of the same card, and I'd got another 4, so I've got 7 of those, I think, and 9 of those. I'm just having a look in here because I know my matte medium, or my gel medium, is running low. There is a little in there, and there's a little bit left in there. I need to get some more. What should we start with? Should we start with a coin? They're not quite small. So I think you could probably use Mod Podge, or you could use probably PVA as well. But I'm just using a bit of gel medium for my tags, and not tags. All right, let's just, I think I'm just going to stick it on and see what happens. I'm going to get a few wrinkles because my tissue was quite wrinkly to begin with. I'm not too fussed about it. In fact, I quite like the texture of that. And hopefully we can just rip that off there. Oopsie. I think I will probably just leave those. I don't think I'll pull the things off just yet, and I'll probably just sand them off at the end, but you can pull them off. I mean, they come off ever so easily. Oh, I'll take the bulk of it off. There we go. Right, let's just, of course it's watercolour, so it is going to have it's a bit stainy. Well, not stainy, it will wash off, but it's not colour fast, that's what I'm trying to say. Right, let's have another one. This has got a few spots in it. I think that I just, when I put the page down, the paper down, I stuck it on top of my wet one that I just made. So I think that's what that's all about. Be careful because I am ripping it just there. I can see. There we go. And you could tear bits off and collage it if you wanted to. We could have a go at that. We'll save some of the bits that get ripped off and see how we go with that. Anyway, this is all I'm doing. I'm just going to do that and then I'll come back. Right, I can't remember when I filmed these. It's been a few days. In the meantime, I've managed to break my own toe. So I'm hobbling around. On the plus side, my husband's a little bit better. His arm has got a lot more movement and he's just like building up the muscle now. The break seems to have healed. the fracture. So yeah, it never rains but it pours. I'm fine. I'm just hobbling. It's my little toe. There's not much they can do about that. So I'm just wincing and bearing up as you do. So I managed to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of these, 7 ATCs, and you can see how pretty they are. How that tissue, it's beautiful. If you don't like the wrinkles, you can sort of smooth them out, but I quite like the texture that it gives there. So I think I made 9 of the hexagons, and I did just, when they're dry, I did cut them down at the edges as best I could. I mean, there's some stray bits, but that's it. I don't really know what I'm doing. I have cut out, and I had a stamp set which is here. Let me show you it. I don't know if that's got a... Let me get into it, you'll see it better perhaps, especially if I put it on something like this. There's lots of girls' faces, so I thought, oh, that could be fun. We'll have some girls. So I've cut them out and watercoloured them. So I've got quite a few of that, but some had got long hair, which I can't really show you now. But if I put it on there, the hair would either fall out or they'd have just a disembodied head. So I've made some little sort of tops for the ones with the longer hair, so that if I cut them off, I'm not just cutting off a disembodied head. So, and I've given them all names. So my plan is to use the longer ones, these ones, on the ATCs. I think there's, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 6 of those. So that would work. And then the others, I'm just going to stick a head or something like that. I don't know, and give them a name like that. But I think I might need something around the outside, and I don't want to go around them in black, or whether not to go around them in gold or something like that. I just don't know. I might go around one of these in black. Let's have a bit of paper and see whether or not we like it. If not, I'm going to go around them in gold. I do have other colours. I could do, I guess, silver, or... No, that won't work, I don't think. Just think they need something. They look a bit plain without. I don't like them quite as much, I don't think. Do you know what? I might do one of each, and then we'll have a look. Oh, I suppose I could do it with a gold pen. Hang on a minute. That's another option. Oh my God, I'm getting such a mess with this. Oh, I wish I could hear what you're saying. I bet you're saying, no, don't do it in gold, or don't do it in black. What is going to look the best with, let me just get rid of some of this off my fingers. With, say, maybe the black. Yeah, I think because these have got black stamping, I think I'm going to go black. Right. Let me do that and I'll be back. Right. Those have all been edged in black. And now, I think before I put anything on it, I'm going to put some glitter on. I'm using the Stickles glitter gel in dark matter. So, and I'm just going to put some on all of them at the top. I think at the top right. So, I love this stuff. If you saw Debbie, who's paper and lace, and she showed my sheep ATCs, I'd used one of these, but in oh, I've forgotten what, moon dust or something like that. I don't know if they've all got, what was this one? It was dark matter. They sound spacey, don't they? I don't know if they all are. I'm just going to put a little bit on through a stencil on all of those, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to call them Meet the Girls, and I'm just going to introduce them to you. So this is Maisie. Maisie has got the gold on the outside, but I decided I didn't like that in the end, so the others have all got black on the outside. The backs are still a bit messy, and it's also a little bit flimsy, so I will be putting something on the back at a later date before I send them out. Here's Minnie and Larissa, May, Marjorie, Eve, Charity, and Naomi. So those were the 50p ATC coins. And then the ATC cards, we've got Sophia, Joanna, Georgie, Priya, Clara, Amara, and Jennifer. So I'm going to put those to one side. These will all get a back to them as well. And then when I've got a few more things, I've got a few more ideas, I will ask people if you want to swap with me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed those and that technique. I'll just show you very quickly. The other one that I made is a lot brighter. Let's pull the camera up slightly. So this is the other tissue that I made, and it's been drying overnight. Well, it's been a couple of days now, I think. Let me open that. And so you've got two lovely sheets. I have to think of something that I can do with those. But two, oops, lovely sheets that you can use to cover something. So I might do that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.